Hello everybody, it's SwimDude11 here, and welcome to Minecraft Console Edition. Basically, this is going to be a normal playthrough, but with a twist. I added a, mod on here. The weapon mod, to be exact, version 3. Anyways, I will be getting into that a little bit later, but we need to get the essentials first. And yeah. As far as this series goes, I have only one goal in mind: to complete this entire book. This book has the entire recipes for all the weapons. Granted, there is a lot more, and yeah. Anyways, we're gonna head over to that, that not nether portal. Well, actually it is a nether portal, it's just a broken portal. But I also wanted to mention, when I spawned in here, I basically had an entire labyrinth showing me how to do everything, so I ended up setting my spawn point out here. So if you notice the pink bed, that's because it was the spawn point. Don't judge me, I don't know how to do commands, and yeah. I basically flew out of the mountain, I ended up in this mesa, and I sat over here. It was not until, recently when I noticed the ruined portal, and I thought it'd be a nice spawn to start out with. A little bit of an edge of knowing, having a little bit of tools. Granted, I'm in a mesa, so God knows how long I'm gonna be here. But yeah. Anyways, just getting the essentials. Actually, if I really wanted to, I think that ruined portal had enough obsidian to go to the nether already. But we're gonna leave that alone for now. Oh, by the way, in the console edition here, if you don't know, 1.8 PvP is on, so yeah. It also has been a long time since I played the console edition, with the controller, so if you see me just stop and moving around, it's because I'm still getting used to the controls. But anyways, going over the books, we have the Wither Sword and the Totem Sword and the Air Sword, the Water Sword, the Fire Sword, the Earth Sword, the Element Sword, and so forth. And as you notice, a lot of these are going to be kind of hard to make. Like, legitimately, a lot of this stuff is, like, in-game stuff. Some of it is not, like the Candy King Sugar. The Candy King Sword, which is just 2 sugar and 1 stick. Hell, the fucking Power Saber is 2 nether stars. So I have to fucking kill the Wither twice for that. Oh! And rings. So there are a couple rings. The one I noticed that got my attention was the haste ring. So yeah, it's gonna be nice to have that. I'm gonna get that as soon as possible. It's gonna be better. Oh yeah, and then also armor, and we have other armor as well. But don't get your hopes up. The armor is just a reskin of iron, gold, and diamond, unfortunately. Yeah, I found out later on, and it kind of was upsetting. So yeah, so iron I think is emerald, gold is ruby, and then diamonds is the end armor, which is kind of sad, but oh well. Anyways, so the golden pickaxe that I got was actually fortune 2 and a efficiency 2 pickaxe, so that's going to be good for grabbing some coal, because, coal and stone, actually. Besides that, I don't think this pickaxe can mine anything else. And, yeah. So, going through the mesa, by the way, I did have to cut off a bit of footage here, but even though it might look like the mesa was a bit of a walk, it was about I would say maybe 10-minute walk. Yeah, like not in real time here, it was like a 10-minute walk. Granted, it looks like I have lost no hunger, but I basically was walking the entire way, and I haven't gotten hit by an enemy yet. And now that I have, yeah. I am now going to be losing hunger at some point. Also, because it's 1.88 PvP, I am assuming that the health regen is in... You can't get fast health regen, so yeah. So that's fun. So every time I get hit by an enemy, I'm going to have to wait for my health to go back up. Thankfully, I got the axe. The axe is helping. But yeah. Finally made it through the mesa. Unfortunately, it's nighttime. Trying to eat everything I can. Didn't get a lot of food. Gonna try to get some trees, but there's a good chance that might not be the case. But yeah. Anyways, another thing about the console edition: do not go near water. Zombies would try to spawn more frequently in the console edition than the PC, from what I've learned. And I just used the pickaxe on a mob. Amazing. If you're wondering why I'm not using the pickaxes, again, it's a golden pickaxe. It has a fortune 2 and efficiency 2. I kind of would like to keep that until I find some coal. Mainly coal, because, well, then I don't have to mine a certain amount of coal just to get 64, where here I might have to only do about 2. Anyways, for the time being, I'm gonna go onto this these trees and stay away from the mobs. Because like I said before, the mobs in these games are a lot harder to deal with, in my opinion. Like, no joke. These things can kill you pretty fast. Granted, I guess I'm just used to the PC edition where... Well, actually, I think you can get a shield in this. Though it's kind of weird having a shield in a 1.8 kind of way. Anyways, jumping up here. And I'm going to try to see if I can get to the top of this tree here. I know this isn't the most exciting first night, but yeah, I just wanted to show off a bit of what I did during this, like, first day here. And about around this point, as time went on, I decided that I should put infinite night vision on so you guys could see a bit better. So yeah, especially considering when we get down into the caves, because the console does have the caves update. And yeah, and to be honest with you, I can never see. Yeah, ever since the cave update, I cannot see at all in those caves without night vision on. I legitimately would be just wandering around, or I would be putting down a million torches just so I can move like a few blocks ahead, because I can never see. And then it also doesn't help that like a million mobs spawn. Yeah. Anyways, as you can see, you see the emerald armor that's represented to iron armor. I didn't catch that beforehand. At this point, I still thought emerald armor was going to come from emeralds, and I wasn't paying attention. I didn't notice it there, but yeah. Anyways, we're going to grab a wood shank. I know it's a wood sword, but it looks like a goddamn shank out of all things. And yeah. So, I think I got everything I need at this point. I'm just fiddling through my inventory just to make sure I have everything in the right place, and I'm still getting used to the controller. Also, I should have made this a while ago, especially when that pig was around. So anyways, I was getting a bit of wood at this point. It was almost daytime, and suddenly this happens. I was 1 second away from fucking dying to a creeper, or at least taking massive damage there. And yeah, that scared the fucking hell out of me. And like I said before, I'm using a fucking controller, so that block placement, even though it may look chilled, I legitimately was saying fuck the entire time. And yeah. Anyways, I accidentally mined underneath me, killed the zombies, and yeah. Unfortunately, I took more damage, and I haven't been able to get cobblestone to make a furnace yet, so I'm still eating raw food. At this point, I just decided that I at least needed enough for at least a furnace, or at best, just some tools. So I got a bit of cobblestone. Oh, another zombie died by me. And at this point, I found, while I was walking around here, I actually found a bunch of animals, so I ended up killing them. And while I was killing the animals, I also found a bunch of coal that I used the Fortune 2 pickaxe on, and unfortunately it broke. Anyways, 10 minutes later, I jumped into this cave area. First, I only saw a couple of zombies, and then suddenly, oh my fucking god, I looked around myself just to make sure there wasn't any more zombies, but yeah, there's about 6 fucking zombies down here. Like I said, this cave update is fucking crazy, especially with all the mobs. And if you're not a good Minecraft player, like, well, speedrunners are, this can be pretty challenging. Especially with all the mobs. Thankfully, we're in 1.8, so spamming is a thing. This would have been kind of annoying having to wait for the timer thing. Especially dealing with 6. I probably wouldn't have dealt with it at all. And yeah, when I jumped in here, I was hoping for iron. But instead, I just got a bunch of copper. Oh, I did find an emerald, though. Unfortunately, I have only a stone pickaxe. And yeah, so this is what the copper looks like, by the way. Or well, the ores. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I don't know when they added it in, but apparently the console edition has emotes. Why? Just why? Oh, I did find an iron ore. Granted, it was only one. One raw iron ore. Anyways, I went deeper into the cave here. I did... Oh yeah, 2 things to note. I did get a bit more raw iron while going down. And while I was mining it, I noticed a zombie spawn with a ruby chestplate. And this was around the time when I realized that gold was the representative for ruby armor because of the armor slot you got. Again, like I said, I used to play a bunch of Minecraft back in the day, especially Hunger Games, so knowing armor stats and stuff was something I knew pretty well. Oh yeah, I also didn't mention this, but I did put I never mentioned this. I put a texture pack on this from the beginning, and yeah, everything looks super weird. And that's also another thing why this has been taking me a bit of time for this first episode, was basically I had to relearn what everything was. Granted, it looks fucking amazing though, in my opinion at least. I don't know. I played enough Minecraft while the normal Minecraft with the textures being that I wanted something new, something a bit more fresh, even though the game stayed the same. Oh yeah, my sword finally... Oh wait. So I thought my stone sword finally broke, but apparently it didn't. But I started using the pickaxe and basically clubbing him until the skeleton was dead. I eventually got that other zombie off of me, and it seemed like a lot more zombies were spawning in with weapons. Granted, thankfully, none of them were ever spawning in with swords, but... yeah. Anyways, I found all the rest of the iron I needed was in this one little spot that I got stuck into. Yeah, and I got a bunch of coal as well as a bunch of dirt for building blocks. But yeah, the emerald armor is just iron, which again to me is very sad. It looks different, I guess. But anyways, now dealing with this problem. Oh, by the way, that skeleton has knockback. I don't know if it's knockback 1 or knockback 2, but yeah, I was getting my ass really owned here. Again, like I said before, it's kind of weird having a shield in 1.8 PvP, so yeah. Anyways, that skeleton hit that zombie, so I decided to let the skeleton and the zombie attack each other, but yeah. But anyways, going on, I don't think there was much more here. All I was doing was trying to find some more ore, and yeah, at this point I was just messing around. I got all the iron I needed. I could have probably got out of this cave, but I was also deciding if I should stay down here a little bit longer to see if I could find a couple of diamonds, because in the cliff update here, diamonds are a lot easier to find. So I thought if I could find a couple of diamonds, I could start working on one of the more harder weapons, and well, actually one of the more overpowered weapons. Not too overpowered, but it would be, for this beginning start here, would help out a lot. Especially considering I am hoping these weapons, I hope the durability is a lot better, because from here, most of the stone and wood durability has been utter garbage. Everything has almost broken on me immediately. The iron here actually lasts a long time, thankfully, but I'm hoping these modded weapons actually do have really good durability and not about horrible durability, because it would be pretty sad to see these weapons and then just see them break within the first, like, maybe 5 minutes or so while using them. But anyways, I did find a bunch of the redstone looks pretty cool, by the way. I just wanted to add that. But yeah, all the ores look pretty decent for what they are. I like the redstone the most, that's for sure. At this point, I have enough iron, and I'm not too crazy on gold right now, considering the amount of rune portals you can find can easily get gold blocks. But also, I'm just going to ignore the fact of that. But I'm not going to ignore this. I found a diamond. That's amazing. As for that parkour jump, fucking garbage. I should have made that jump. The fact that I almost died from that was horrible. Anyways, based on that, I almost died to that parkour jump. And yeah, probably should have died there. But anyways, I did find a bit of diamonds. Well, 1 diamond. And yeah, I'm also trying to avoid all these mobs, because at this point there's just too many of them. And like I said, the durability on my iron sword is good, but it's almost already a quarter down, and I realize that I need to stop fighting mobs, and I just need to find what I need and get the hell out of here. And if anything gets in my way, I guess I'll kill it. But anyways, as I was looking through here, I couldn't find any more diamonds, and I was about to give up the search after having to take down another skeleton here. I think I actually... Oh, hold on. Fighting some more mobs, but yeah, I think I actually passed through some diamonds. Yep, right there. I barely noticed it, but yeah, diamonds right there. But I also decided to block this up just in case something bad happened, and yeah. Anyways, while I'm trying to get the diamonds here, I will do that. And I got the diamonds. That's a lot of lava right there. Oh well, I guess it's time to get the fuck back up, and I think before I Before I take a cut here, I think I'm... Okay, what am I doing here? What are we doing? Okay. Taking an alternative path. Why not, I guess? Getting a bit of stone. Okay. I think at this point I was trying to dig up, but that's when I realized I noticed two things. One, I saw another zombie with a ruby helmet, so I was trying to kill it to see if I could get it, but it didn't drop it. But then something else happened. A skeleton in full diamond armor spawned. Yeah, well, that, and I guess there's also slimes with sunglasses. That's kind of cool. Also, I was messing with the F5 thing. And yeah, so I was very doubtful that the skeleton would actually drop anything. If anything, this was gonna be... He dropped the fucking helmet. He dropped the helmet. I got the helmet. I was looking around quickly. I was trying to make sure to kill everything else and make sure that I grabbed that slime. And yeah, well, that was happening. I decided to go over here quickly. I decided to take the helmet off and use the helmet even though it was almost broken. But yeah. Anyways, as I was escaping here, I found the most useless mob in the game. Thanks, Dream. Thanks. Anyways, moving on from that, I got some glow ink sacks. To be honest with you, I never really used these. I guess it's kind of cool for seeing in the dark thing. But again, like I said, these mobs are the most useless mobs ever. Anyways, long story short, after about, I would say about another 10 minutes I was down there, I came up here, digged up here. I also noticed that there were a bunch of raiders, or I'm just gonna call them raiders, up here with the banner sign. At first I thought about killing them, but then I realized that maybe there was a village around. About another 5 minutes later, I would say that I think I went the wrong way. Oh, sorry. 20 minutes later. Yeah, I was completely fucking lost here. And yeah, so that's how I ended my first recording here. Basically being lost. I was, yeah, basically lost. Almost out of food. Had a full inventory, and I had no clue where that village was. And I still had no place where I wanted to really build yet. Granted, I did see that huge spiral of a mountain that was like super huge. It's very hard to see in the things. As you can see, I was just looking at it. And yeah,